Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo the hurt that you... That's all I know. Anyways, what's going on, everyone? DJ here with Terrell TVG, bringing you an updated Elemental Hero NEOS deck profile. This is post September 2020 ban list. I'll be honest with you guys, not a lot has changed, but enough has changed, if that makes any sense. So some changes to the extra deck, and then of course some changes to the main deck because Called By got hit. So I'm not going to make this super long, so let's go ahead and hop into the video. All right, so we run 2 Elemental Hero NEOSes because of course this is a NEOS deck. You need Elemental Hero NEOS for all of the fusions that we are going to show off. We run 1 Rainbow Dark Dragon because of course you need it. I mean, I guess you could use Rainbow Dragon, but Rainbow Dark Dragon looks fucking awesome. It looks so much better than Rainbow Dragon. 3 Neo Space Connector. You play that, you can bring out Elemental Hero NEOS in defense. We've got for the Neo Spatian package, we run 2 Dark Panther, 2 Grand Mo, who is the MVP of this deck. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Grand Mo is the MVP of this deck. We run 1 Air Hummingbird, 1 Aqua Dolphin, and 1 Flare Scarab. I don't have the fusion for Air Hummingbird and NEOS. The big fusion. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like super expensive, and I'll probably never have it because I'm not gonna spend that fucking money on that card. I'm just not gonna do it. But if I did have it, this deck would be 100% better. But of course, the main fusion card that I do go into with this deck, of course, is Rainbow NEOS, because Rainbow Dark Dragon, not Rainbow Dragon, but Rainbow Dark Dragon. You guys need to remember that. Rainbow Dark Dragon. All right, let's get into the Elemental Heroes. You run 3 Prisma because, of course, you can just pitch, you know, you can use this as a NEOS if you don't have NEOS in your hand first turn, and you have this first turn, you pitch NEOS to the grave. You can use him to be NEOS, or just any turn that you don't have NEOS. You know, you could just fusion off into NEOS, or you could just use it for the Brave NEOS, or, you know, one of the other Elemental Hero fusions that I run. So very versatile card. 1 Shadow Mist. Once you send to the grave, you can, of course, is it add? I believe it is. Yeah, you add not elemental, but you add a hero monster from your deck to your hand. And usually you want to add this guy, which is Honest NEOS, because he can give a hero monster plus 2,500 attack until the end of the turn. So kind of, you know, you use that to try to finish off a game. But, you know, that's my Elemental Hero package other than the NEOSes. We run 3 Keeper of Dragon Magic because you can get out a fusion card. And then, of course, we run 1 Effect Veiler, which I believe is the new card in this build. I really don't remember my last build very much because it's been so while since I really use it. I kind of stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while because I was focused on Dragon Ball. But, you know, I'm starting to get back into it again because of Dragoon, who came out. Which, no, we do not run Dragoon in this build. Dragoon, I only have 1, so he's occupied right now, you know? All right, so now we're going to get into the spell cards, which will be 3 NEOS Fusion. Because, of course, this is MVP. I mean, I know I said Grand Mo, but like, let's be real, it's NEOS Fusion. So I'll just read it off. Special summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that lists exactly 2 monsters as material, including Elemental Hero NEOS, by setting those monsters from your hand, deck, or graveyard. From your hand, deck, or field, ignoring the summoning conditions. For the rest of this turn, after this card revolves, you cannot special summon. So you kind of want to make NEOS Fusion your last play of your turn. If you plan on link summoning or anything like that, which, I mean, I don't use this deck to link summon anyway, so it doesn't matter. Continuing with our fusion cards, or our Yeah, Fusion, because this deck revolves around Fusion. We've got Miracle Contact, and this one is kind of the opposite of NEOS Fusion, because you're shuffling cards from your hand, field, or graveyard back into your deck that are listed on an Elemental Hero Fusion monster that lists NEOS. So this one you technically cannot get Rainbow NEOS, but you can get all the other Elemental Hero cards that list NEOS as a material. And like I said, there is a ton, which we will, of course, go over when extra that comes around. And then, of course, 2 Miracle Fusion, because I run other Elemental Heroes. Elemental Hero Fusion monsters, like I said before, you can fusion summon one Elemental Hero Fusion monster from your deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your field or graveyard. So this is the fusion lineup. I don't run polymerization. I don't run super poly or instant fusion or anything like that. This is perfectly fine with me. Eight fusion targets, or eight fusion targets, I guess you would call it, whatever. So that's that. And then to round it off, we play 2 Convert Contacts. This is if you control no monsters, you can send 2 Neospatians, one from your hand and deck, and then you draw 2 cards. Honestly, I think I've only ever used this card like twice, because I hardly ever draw into it first turn. 1 Reinforcement is the army, 1 Twin Twister just to get rid of back row. Called by the Grave. I was running 2, but this is, of course, down to 1 now. So there's that. 1 Monster Reborn, and then 1 Regeki. Regeki's just in there because I just couldn't think of anything else to put in there. Like I said, like the collection that I currently have, I mean, I ball on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't try to spend like $8 million worth of on Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit like that. Like I just buy what I need, and if I don't need it, I'm not buying it. And if I have extras, you know, like I'm technically trading or selling to get what I actually need. 2 Next. This has come in handy like a lot of times. You activate it and you can just bring out NEOS or Neospatians. I think it's up to 3 or something like that. They go into defense. Their effects are negated, and you can only fusion summon after that. Well, as long as those cards are on the field. So, and then last but not least, 1 Mirror Force. I actually threw this in because I was playing against my brother-in-law one day. We were like testing out our decks and stuff, and like he just kept beating me because he was just able to. I don't remember what happened. He just kept getting. I don't know. It was something was going on that made me fucking get Mirror Force in this deck. I'll be honest with you, Mirror Force it's not needed. I could switch it out for a Solemn Strike or I don't know, another Effect Veiler or something. I don't fucking know. Mirror Force is just in there. It's really, like I said, it's not needed. All right, let's go into the extra deck. We've got 1 NEOS Knight. So this card can attack twice, but it does no damage. So this is basically just to board wipe your opponent. So it says gains attack equals half the original attack of the fusion material used for its summon. It has to be NEOS plus a warrior. And then it says can make a second attack during each battle phase, but your opponent takes no damage from attacks involving this card. So like I said, it's just to be on board and to intimidate your opponent. And I mean, you could just attack, like your opponent has two weak monsters on the field, you attack both of them. Then you can just use another card to deal damage. We play 1 Grand NEOS. Newest edition would be the Dark NEOS. That looks so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'll be honest with you, I hardly go into any of these. Like my main, and I mean, I have my main ones that I go into. 1 Nebula NEOS, I think I've gone into that like once. I always go into Brave NEOS because he's just so awesome and easy to bring out. Cosmo NEOS, I believe I've gone into once as well. It requires 3 Neospatians of different attributes, so kind of like, you know, it is what it is. We've got 1 Magma, Aqua, Storm. Now, I never go into this ever. Just wanted to make that clear. And then, of course, we have our generic elemental heroes. So these just require... This one requires an elemental hero plus a light monster. Now, I'm not sure if this has been errata to say one hero monster plus a light monster, but mine says one elemental hero plus a light. So there's that. Elemental hero, the Shining. And then absolute zero. This says one hero plus a water monster. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the only the only water monster that I run in this deck is that guy. So yeah, I don't have him like anywhere, like on field or grave. Like I just can't play it. And then of course MVP. I keep saying MVP, right? Like Grand Mole and NEOS Fusion. So Grand Mole, NEOS Fusion, and then of course Rainbow NEOS are the MVPs of the deck. I mean, you know, they're my big three. You know what I'm saying? You guys that watch basketball understand that. That's my big three, NEOS and those two. And then these two are just in here because, like I said, I don't use anything but Rainbow NEOS and Brave NEOS, but I've gone into Utopia once, maybe, and Tornado Dragon I've gone into when I played against Toons because they're annoying. So, yep, that is it for version 2 of this Elemental Hero NEOS deck. If you guys have any kind of suggestions into making this just better, because there are times where I can like completely wreck someone with this deck, like if I can get a fantastic hand. But I mean, this is like a strictly fun, non-competitive kind of deck, and I know there's different builds out there. So if you guys have any kind of other build that may work better than this one, you know, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'm always open to suggestions. But yeah, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.